The Rays' 10-game homestand features the Astros at Tropicana Field. Another chapter in the war on I-4 as the Storm hosts the Predators at the Forum, and the Sprint Cup Series runs through Sonoma. The Bucs play their final preseason game Thursday night at Raymond James Stadium, hosting Washington. Now to the Rays. This was a strange one. The Rays played the Blue Jays under protest this afternoon after Joe Maddon argues the Blue Jays challenged a play after the next play began. The Rays think they should be able to pick this game back up in the fourth inning, and Joe Maddon does expect a do-over. The Gators come off a frustrating season, too. Last year, Florida lost 15 players to season-ending injuries, 10 starters. Florida hosts Idaho tonight in Gainesville.
You got it.
Holy moly!
I know, you crushed it.
Mike's right. One shot, I am hooked. One miss, I am crazy. Determined to crush that clay, too.
Yes! On board with Team USA for a practice session here where the team's trying to learn the lay of the land. The price is right for the Rays to trade David Price to the Tigers. The deal went down as time ticked down on the 4 o'clock trade deadline yesterday afternoon.
It'd be kind of interesting if they rewound the tape and played that game over again. From
I think the Rays would appreciate that.
I think so.
Since they lost in extra innings especially. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a close one. The Bucs plan to set the tone game one. This is when all the hard work really starts to pay off. New York comes in on a 4-game losing streak. They've only scored 7 runs in that stretch. So the Rays now with 2 wins. You guys looking obviously to build on that this weekend. Win series is the mantra.
Absolutely, absolutely. Win every series if possible.
All right, thank you, Sean. Back to you, Chip. 6 men in sync, paddling together, riding the waves. It's exhilarating. It's also a pretty good workout. Paddling an outrigger canoe is a complete body workout. Trust me, paddlers even use their legs to push off the bottom. After a few minutes, I'm done. College football kicks off. Should be an easy opener for USF, but the Bulls will not take anything for granted after last year's 2-win season. USF hosts Western Carolina tonight at Raymond James Stadium. The Bulls play their first 4 games at Ray J. The goal, create a home field advantage. After the struggles of last season and 4 starting quarterbacks, the Bulls work for consistency. Sophomore Mike White will start at quarterback tonight. The Bulls' comfort level has grown as players and coaches enter their 2nd season under head coach Willie Taggart.
He's just staying on us, and it brought the best out of his team.
The Gators come off a frustrating season, too. Last year, Florida lost 15 players to season-ending injuries, 10 starters. Florida hosts Idaho tonight in Gainesville. The Gators won only 4 games last season, but the Vandals, Idaho, they only won 1 game. This should provide a solid confidence boost for Florida. Consider this, the last time the Gators lost a home opener, none of the current players were even born. That was in 1989 to Ole Miss. Florida enters this season with renewed confidence.
Our confidence comes from making a lot of plays. You're going to be looking at a pretty good offense.
Top-ranked Florida State begins the defense of its national title on the road at Oklahoma State tonight at 8. Quarterback Jameis Winston, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, he is ready to make another run with the Noles. Jimbo Fisher, he keeps his team humble, but he does think the Noles are multi-talented.
I always say this, just because you're physical don't mean you're skilled, and just because you're skilled don't mean you're physical, if we can take it to the field.
Now to Dublin, Ireland, where Central Florida opens the season. Penn State leads 23-17 late in the 4th. 4th and 10 for the Knights when Justin Holman throws deep to Josh Reese. Reese makes a great grab. Check that out again. Reese reaches to make the catch for 1st down. Next play, Holman keeps that ball, runs it in for the score. UCF leads 24-23 after the extra point. But Penn State answers. Sam Ficken drills the 36-yard field goal for the win. Penn State takes it by 2. 26-24. In NFL news late this afternoon, the Rams released Michael Sam, the first openly gay player drafted by an NFL team. The 7th-round draft pick still could make the St. Louis practice squad or be picked up by another team. Sam just tweeted out thanks to the Rams organization and to the entire city of St. Louis. The Rays worked to even this series with the Red Sox at Tropicana Field. Boston jumped out to an 8-0 lead last night to win 8-4. Jake Odorizzi starts tonight for the Rays. Now, one of the Rays' brightest rising stars this season, Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin O'Donnell catches up with Dreamy McHustle for our Got a Minute segment.
Pretty powerful stuff. Thanks for having me.
He is an awesome guy, and I know plenty of ladies out there who consider him their crush.
Hello everybody, my name is Sonny. And golf is about being a good sport and having fun.
There you go.
5-year-old Sonny Marshall has a drive, a consistent one. She swings her golf club the same way every time. Sonny has a drive to play golf all the time.
I love the part of the game when I drive.
How about your putting? How's that?
There you go.
Good.
See how good that is?
Mom Brandy has to drag Sonny from the golf course like most parents have to pry their children away from toys.
It's almost surreal just to know that someone that young can have the drive, the motivation, the charisma to finish something out. If we go out for 9 holes, and I'm like, oh gosh, Sonny, it's hot out here, you know, it's like we're on the 6th hole. Mommy, let's finish. We have 3 more holes to go.
Put your club here, and this hand there, and this hand over this, and legs here.
Sonny Marshall's a natural when it comes to golf, and something comes easy for her that's a chore for most people: practice.
And then look at the ball, and then your knees, and hit it.
She's well motivated.
Longtime Rogers Park golf pro Eddie James Smith Jr., better known to Sonny as Papa, sees great potential.
Anybody look at her tell that she has natural ability, because she's not old enough to develop no bad habits. So you get them now and teach them the proper fundamentals, and that'll stick.
This African-American Golf Digest Golfer of the Week impresses another Rogers Park regular, professional golfer Jim Dent.
When you enjoy doing something, it's not hard. And she looked like she enjoyed doing it. She can just keep this up and keep going. She got a great future ahead of her.
One more thing Sonny Marshall loves about golf: the fashion.
Yes, I love to pick out outfits.
All part of a 5-year-old having fun with golf.
It's amazing to watch, and I'm very proud.
Won't be on the field tonight, Logan Mankins, but he did check in today with 1 buck. Chris Fields now joining us live from Raymond James with the story. Chris?
Hey Chip, Logan Mankins did arrive in Tampa Bay this morning. Got the playbook right away. He's already studying, already meeting with players and coaches, asking a lot of questions. They've got a lot of questions for him, and so do we. We met Logan Mankins about an hour ago for the first time here at Raymond James Stadium. Now Mankins, he does seem a little shaken up by all that's happened in the last few days. He was a popular player with the Patriots, their best offensive lineman according to a lot of players, great friends with his teammates there. But he is ready to move on. He's always known this NFL, it's a business. Mankins, he's not going to be in a Bucs uniform tonight, but he does have his kids decked out in Bucs gear for this game. They'll be cheering for the Bucs. He'll be observing the offense. Mankins cannot wait to get in the game for the Bucs.
It's going to be tough.
Logan Mankins was a first-round draft pick by the Patriots in 2005. He was asked if his play is on the decline. He said, well, after all that time, I'm still not on the incline. I probably am on the decline, but he still has a lot of football left, he says. He has played in 2 Super Bowls, too, so the Bucs like that experience, his leadership, and especially his presence in the locker room. Chip?
All right, Chris, yeah, you put it perfectly.
The Bucs give fans more reasons for hope, more reasons to believe with their first preseason win. The Bucs beat the Bills, but it's the performance of the starting offense and quarterback Josh McCown that has fans breathing a collective sigh of relief tonight. The Bucs played preseason game number 3 on the road at Buffalo. First quarter, no score. Josh McCown here looking for Brandon Myers, picked off by Denora Searcy, but McCown and the Bucs do recover after this early interception.
For Buffalo.
Bills ball. E.J. Manuel finds C.J. Spiller for the completion. Spiller fumbles. Mason Foster picks up that ball, brings it all the way back to the Bills' 39-yard line. And the Bucs do capitalize, but it takes a couple tries. McCown finds Doug Martin. Martin takes it in for the touchdown. Not quite. Officials roll Martin down at the 1, but next play. Back to Doug Martin. He runs it up and over for the 1-yard score. Bucs lead 7-0. Martin celebrates with an imaginary ice bucket challenge. The Bucs do keep it going in the second quarter. Tampa Bay leads 10-0. The former Florida State star E.J. Manuel sacked by the Bucs' Michael Johnson and Adrian Claiborne. Manuel fumbles. This play's not over. The ball's picked up by Clinton McDonald. He takes it in for the touchdown, surprising just about everybody but himself. The Bucs lead 17-0. Overall, the Bucs defense finishes with 5 sacks. Late in the second quarter, Josh McCown hits rookie wide receiver Mike Evans. Evans with a big catch for the 24-yard touchdown, an 82-yard drive, 24-0 Bucs. Third quarter, Buffalo does get on the board. Manuel connects with former Buccaneer Mike Williams for the score. The Bucs add a field goal to win, 27-14. A solid show by the starters, a solid preseason win for the Bucs.
4:49 to go.
You know, full game. So that's a good thing to build on for us.
The Bucs play their final preseason game Thursday night at Raymond James Stadium, hosting Washington. Now to the Rays. This was a strange one. The Rays played the Blue Jays under protest this afternoon after Joe Maddon argues the Blue Jays challenged a play after the next play began. The Rays think they should be able to pick this game back up in the fourth inning, and Joe Maddon does expect a do-over. Top of the third, no score with runners on the corners for the Rays. Ben Zobrist lays down the successful bunt. Mark Burley, Danny Valencia both take off after the ball and collide on the field. Take another look as both do laugh this off and stay in the game. Sean Rodriguez scores. That's Zobrist's 500th career RBI. Rays up 1-0. Bottom of the third, Jose Reyes hits the liner off Jeremy Hellickson. Brandon Geyer gives chase, dives for the ball. The ball bounces off the tip of Geyer's glove to the track. 1 run scores to tie the game 1-1. In the fourth, Will Myers leading off from first. He tags back up. He's called safe. Yunel Escobar steps into the batter's box. Burley's back on the mound when the Blue Jays challenge the call. Then, after the review, Myers, he's ruled out. And Joe Maddon lets officials know he's continuing the game under protest. Top of the seventh, tied at 2. Sean Rodriguez sends this shot to the corner. It's a double. The Rays retake the lead up 3-2. Bottom of the seventh, 1 on for former Ray Deanna Navarro. He cranks out the 2-run home run, his 10th this season. Drawn him up again, 4-3. Top of the ninth, still 4-3. Pinch hitter James Loney singles in Will Myers. This ties up the game again, 4-all. This goes 2 extra innings. Bottom of the 10th. Reyes singles off the walk-off run. The Blue Jays win 5-4. The Rays allow more than 3 runs on the road for the first time in 20 games. So Joe Maddon hopes that they will pick this game back up, play it again from that 4th inning mark. We'll see what happens. And the Sprint Cup race wrapping up under the lights at Bristol. The Rowdies lose 1-0 in the final minutes at Al Lang to the Carolina Railhawks.
It'd be kind of interesting if they rewound the tape and played that game over again. From
I think the Rays would appreciate that.
I think so.
Since they lost in extra innings especially. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a close one.